Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up TickStudy, which is the study application I created. So the first thing you're going to want to do is look at the description below, and you're going to have this GitHub link. You're going to want to copy this link into your browser and click enter, and then you'll open up the GitHub repository. If you do not have a GitHub account, first create a GitHub account and then do this step. Once you're done with that, you're going to need to download Visual Studio Code. We need this to run and execute the code for all the files. So depending on your OS, again, click on whichever operating system you're using. So I'm on Mac, so I go ahead and click download on Mac, and it starts downloading the file for me. So the next thing you're going to want to do is download pgadmin4. So what this is going to do is run your databases. So I'll leave a link to download this in the description for both Windows and Mac OS. Depending on your OS, you're going to want to click the link, and that will take you to this page, and you want to download the most recent version of pgadmin4. If you're on Windows, which I'm assuming most of you guys are on Windows, all you really have is one file, so you can go ahead and click this exe file to download pgadmin4. If you are on Mac OS, this is extremely important. If you are on Apple Silicon, which means you're running on an M1, M2 or M3 chip or any of the Pro chips or whatever, if you're on any Apple Silicon, you want to click this link to download pgadmin. If you're on any Mac before that, you need to click on this link. So any Intel processor Mac, you want to click on this link. Also, while installing PostgreSQL, you might get this type of a notification. Go ahead and click yes. Now to install the application, you're just gonna want to follow all the instructions on this page. So you're gonna want to check all of these options. And when you're setting up the password, make sure you write the password down, because you're going to need this later, or else your application will not work. You want to leave all your options default, including the installation location, the port number, and also the username. Make sure to leave them as the default options. Now we're going to want to pull the repository from GitHub. So the first thing you want to do is go to Visual Studio Code and open it, and then you should have the option to open a folder here. So let's go ahead and open the folder. So once you click open, it should take you to your file system for your computer. So you're gonna wanna make a new folder for this application, which in this case, I'm just calling TickStudy, and then I'm gonna go and click open. Now you need to open the terminal. So to open the terminal, you wanna hit Control tilde, which I'll leave the keybinds for on the screen. If you don't know what tilde is and where it is, it's on the top left corner of your keyboard, and it looks kind of like an apostrophe. It is essentially a backwards apostrophe. So now you're gonna wanna go ahead to the GitHub link, and you're gonna see this part which says code. You wanna click that, and then choose the HTTPS option. This is very important. Choose the HTTPS option, and then you can click this to copy the URL, and then you're gonna want to go back to Visual Studio Code and write git clone space and put in the URL, Control V, and then do enter, and now it's gonna install all the required files for TickStudy. Now we need to install the packages. So first you're gonna wanna write this command, cd TickStudy, with the exact capitalization I used. This will just move you into the TickStudy directory. And now you're going to want to write cd client, enter, and then run the following command, npm I, and that will install all the required packages for the client. Now you want to do cd // server, and then do the same command, npm I, and this will install all the required packages for the server. Now the next thing we need to do is create the env file in the server. So staying within the same directory, which essentially means you don't have to do nothing right now. You want to type touch.env and click enter. This will create a file named .env inside Visual Studio Code, which if you click on it, you can go ahead and open. And now you can get this exact file from the description. You want to copy all of it and then go ahead and paste it. You want to make sure everything is the exact same, except the password, which you want to fill in with the password you use to register for Postgres or pgadmin for. Everything else should remain the same. Now, the next thing you want to do is open pgadmin4, which should look like this if you went through all the steps I said at the beginning of this video. So you will see servers written and you're going to see this arrow sign. So you're going to want to go ahead and click this arrow sign. Once you click this arrow sign, it will most likely prompt you to enter your password for the application. So go ahead and enter your password for pgadmin4. Once you're done doing that, you're going to see databases. And it's likely that you will not see the number 4 next to it because I already have databases created. So now you're going to want to right click on databases and click create and database. And over here, you want to name the database studyapp with all lowercase. You don't have to do anything else. You can just go ahead and click save. Now it will have created the database. So you can click on the arrow sign next to the database's symbol, and then you will also see the database studyapp then. So you can go ahead and click the arrow sign next to it. The next thing you're going to want to do is open the query tool. So this is found on the top left of pgadmin over here. So click query tool. Now when you're in the query tool, you want to make sure you are within studyapp. And what that means is in your URL on top, you should see studyapp. If you don't, leave a comment and I will try to help you out. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is open the queries.sql file from Visual Studio Code. And we have each of the queries separated by one line. You're going to want to run all these queries in pgadmin, which I will show you how to do now. You can just copy all of this, open pgadmin, paste it, and click this execute script button. You have to do this for every single query. So that means you're going to want to copy this and you have to paste it. And again, click execute script and do that for this, 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 and this, and also this. Also make sure that both of these queries are done separately, because I didn't separate them by a line, but they are separate queries. Okay, now we're almost done. All you have to do is put in your password inside the string. Once you're done putting in your database password, let's go back to the terminal. Once you have entered your database password, the first thing we need to do is create a new terminal window to run the client. So you're going to want to click this plus button over here and do the following command: cd TickStudy/client. Once you do that, you can click enter and then run the following command: npm run dev. And when you do that, it runs the client. Now you can go to the other terminal which you had open previously, which is server. Click that and then do npm run dev. And once you do that, you can go to the following URL, which will have StudyTick running. So let's test it out. Control V, and there you go. TickStudy is running. So you can click Start to start the application. You can create your login credentials. You can also sign up here. There's a small issue with the user sign up in terms of password validation, but if you have an error, even though you're meeting all of the password conditions, just backspace and put in the same character and it'll work. So that's how you sign up, and then once you've signed up, you can log in, and once you log in, it opens the application and everything should be working normally.